What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
Exodus 28, bro. Watch this. You got to understand something, bro. You say every time you come out here, you get a flyer, right? But the Lord ain't going to keep sparing you. You know you an Israelite. You know you got to keep the commandments, so now you got to keep the commandments. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
So the Lord said to remember the Sabbath. You obviously forgot the Sabbath. So now we're going to remind you what it is. Read.
To keep it holy.
Exodus 16:23. Watch this. Read that.
Exodus chapter 16 verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So if he say tomorrow is the rest of the Sabbath, what day is he speaking on? Saturday. No. Saturday is the Sabbath, right? Right. So what day? If he say tomorrow, what day is the end? Friday. Friday. Read it again.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So this is Friday. He said tomorrow is the rest of the Sabbath, right? Read.
Unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today.
So cook the food you're going to cook today. Read.
And seed that when you will seed.
And boil whatever it is you're going to boil. Cook whatever it is that you're going to cook today on Friday. Read.
That which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
And your leftovers that you have, you use that for the next day. Why? Because there's no cooking on the Sabbath day, brother. You understand? So now, knowing you an Israelite, right? Knowing you got to keep the commandments, you got to put a foot forth, right? Give me Psalm chapter 119, verse 56. Psalm 119, 56. Watch this. Hey, step up, bro. I got to ask you some questions. Step up. Read that.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 56.
Yeah, read that.
Verse 59. I thought on my way.
Hey, my sister, listen up. Listen to this, sis. Watch this.
I thought on my way.
So listen, right? He said, I thought on my way. My sister, you hear me? My brother here. Because you over here about to light a blunt. That is a cigar. But you looking at a cigar right now, right? You about to light it, right? Watch this. Read it again.
I thought on my way.
You need to think about that thing. Because we sitting here going over what happened when we broke the commandments of God. Right. You about to break a commandment right now, just like my brother's in the midst of breaking the commandment. That is called sin according to the Bible. You understand? So this is what you need to do right here. Read it again.
I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
You got to turn your feet to the words of God, to the commandments of God. Read.
I made haste.
Say what?
I made haste.
That means right damn now. You need to throw that cigar somewhere else, bro. You don't need to smoke it. You understand? The same way that the Lord judged us to put us in slavery for breaking his commandments, guess what? He going to judge you for the same thing. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 61. Watch this. The Lord judges every day. You see people die every day. You see people with illnesses in the hospital right now, this day, right now, because the Lord is judging us for breaking the commandments. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 61. Also, every sickness.
He said every sickness. What sickness can you get from that cigar? Cancer. And you willing to put that in your body? You smoke too, don't you? Yeah. And you willing to you willing to suffer cancer? Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, don't go nowhere. Yes, sir. Hey, give me hold that. Give me 1 Corinthians 3. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something light. It's a light thing. Because well, a lot of times I know you're about to walk away, but
yeah, but my car running. I ain't got no gas.
Wait, go turn your car off and come back.
Oh no, no, my phone cooking. I got to take this.
Oh, hey, hold on.
Everybody.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? And
so a lot of times we don't realize how important we are to the Most High God. Right. A lot of times we don't see how important we are to the Father.
That's right.
You understand? Right. We think of ourselves as less. He says you're more. We have to believe that. Right. If we don't believe that, how can we grow as a people? If you don't even consider yourself to be more than what they've told you to be, how can we grow as a people? Because they've told us that we're nothing.
Right.
They've told us that we're the bottom of the earth and there's nothing else that we can do about it, right? Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Who?
The Spirit of
God's spirit in you. That's what gives you life. That's what you see in your brothers and your sisters. That's why we kill each other at a higher rate, because we don't see the spirit of God in each other. That's right. You understand that? We have to be able to see that we're more than what they tell us that we are. We're special. I'm going to read that.
If any man defile the temple of God.
Remember, you have his spirit, right? Read.
Him shall God destroy.
How does he destroy our people? How does he, just give me an example of how he destroys us. By defiling his temple. Huh? Mentally, that's good. How else? Physically, how does he destroy us?
And financially.
Physically, how does he destroy us?
Physically?
Yeah. Because we defile his temple. I'll give you sicknesses. That's one of them. I'll give you an example. You have a house, nice, beautiful house, paid a lot of money for it. Keep the grass cut, keep everything painted. Somebody comes along and they spray paint on your house. How do you feel? You're mad, right? Somebody comes by your house with a big car, tear your grass up. How do you feel? You be upset, right? So why is it that our people are okay destroying the temple of God? That's right. That's you. That's you. You are the temple of God. We are the temple of God.
Bring it out.
And you destroy the temple of God every time you break his commandments. Every time you break God's commandments, you destroy his temple a little bit at a time. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
You are God's temple. Deuteronomy 7:6. You are so special to him that he had to warn you to stop doing it. If he didn't care about us, he just put us here on earth and says, live your life, do your best. He wouldn't have put commandments there to govern us. Right. He wouldn't put something in place to protect us. The commandments are our protection. That's right. That's what saves us and separates us from everybody else. Right. Nobody else has the commandments except his children. Right. Did you know that? Nobody, listen. Nobody else has his commandments except his children. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Remember, he just told you that you're a temple, separated, right? So now he's bringing it full circle, saying that you are holy people unto him. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He had done what?
Chosen thee.
That means there's separation. If I choose you over him, that means I've separated you, and it's only two of y'all here, right? So that means that he separated us from everybody else. That's right. This book only belongs to you. That's right. And you. If you don't believe this book, that means that you're not a special people. That means that he didn't create you to do his will, and you can just do whatever you want to do. Right. If that's what you believe, right? Read.
To be a special people unto himself.
Unto who?
Himself.
He separated you and says, follow me. But what did our people do? Deuteronomy 10:12. What do our people do? We've separated ourselves. I know you got to go, bro. We've separated ourselves and we joined with the other nations. And in joining in the other nations, what we've done is we've lessened ourselves. Right. We've made ourselves slaves. Right. We've accepted slavery. Right. You shouldn't accept the bottom.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So being that you're his special people, now he has requirements for you. Now he has something special for you. He has a mission. He has a mission for you. But if you don't accept the mission, how can he give you more than what you've accepted already? Right. How can you grow as a people? How can we come into these communities and say, hey, God wants you to be more than you are, and you don't even believe it? You don't even believe it. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
Some of his ways.
All his ways.
The ways that allows me to smoke cigarettes.
Walk in all his ways.
We can't do what we want to do. What we want keeps us at the bottom. Sleeping with different women all over the place, having baby mamas all over the place, that's what we want. Guess what? Guess what it does to our community? It destroyed our community. Our kids not learning rightfully. That's destroyed our neighborhoods and our communities. Look at the condition of our people. When you go to Buckhead don't look like this. Why? Because they've invested in themselves. You understand? We don't invest in ourselves spiritually. Spiritually, we don't invest in ourselves. What were you holding?
Come on, bro.
No. Give me Matthew 5. We don't invest in ourselves. You understand? Because these pastors out here are telling you that you don't have to keep God's commandments.
Right.
Your parents are telling you you don't have to keep God's commandments. Know how they tell you that? Because they don't know them. And they don't teach you that. Read.
Matthew 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
So our pastors, our teachers tell you that you can just live your life. Just live your best life. That's all you got to do. Wake up, do okay in life, and you're going to be all right. That's not what God says. God says that you're his special temple. And he's going to destroy you if you keep breaking his commandments. Read.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Until heaven and earth go away. God's laws are here to govern us.
Right.
They're here to protect us. Hey, come on up, bro. They're here to get us right, because what we have and what they've taught us is not enough. Right. They've not given us enough. They have not fed our spirits. They feed your flesh. Right. They feed your flesh. They tell you, put this crispy crunch up there where we're gonna fry foods and give you foods that's not clean to you.
Right.
That's gonna poison your body. You can't go in there and get no healthy food. Look at all the stores out here. Where do you get healthy food at? Dollar General? Right. Where do we get healthy food to feed our flesh body in order to carry this spirit? That's right. We don't have it. We don't have it. The people that's over us, when he's reading in Deuteronomy 28 about these people being over us, they are here to keep us in sin. They are here to keep us in sin. That pack of blunts that you bought, guess what? There's an organization that watches that and makes sure that it goes into our communities. Right. There's organizations that sign legislation to make sure that stuff gets in our communities. These liquor stores that sell liquor in our neighborhoods, they can't sell liquor anywhere else. They sell it primarily in our neighborhoods. God says that he separated you from that and made you special. But you got to believe it. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.